Second, here it is our, according to our reading it is 5, and here according to previous calculation it is 6. No issues, you can write it as 5. Now this is the tabular column, you can copy down if you want. Okay, now one part is over. So next is coming towards the collection tank. This is called as collection tank, and collection tank reading is here. So you can see how much amount of water is being collected here. So what I'll do, this initially collection tank is kept open, so now I'll close it and see the rise of water in this. So for every 10 centimeters, you can see here, I think you can't see this in the image. Yeah, you can see here the water is rising. The water is rising, you can see here the water is rising slowly. So what you have to do is, you have to take the reading for time taken to collect 10 centimeter depth of water. So what we'll do is, instead of taking from 1, we'll take it from 5. So 5 to 15 we'll read it. Okay, 5 to 15 will be our 10 centimeters. So yes, 10 centimeters. So what we'll do is, I'll close. So exactly at 5 centimeters you have to start your stopwatch. Okay, so you can see the water is rising here. So when it comes at 5, stop clock is started, and it is rising slowly. Okay, it is moving up and moving up. You can see it has come here. Finally at 15 you have to stop your stop clock, and the reading of the stop watch, that's for the depth of 10 centimeter. For the depth of this 10 centimeter, the time of collection is 13 seconds for maximum speed of water. Okay, according to previous calculation it is 13 seconds. Okay, so once getting all this, this is for the first trial. Already I have seen H is 0. This becomes, in our calculation it becomes 5.1, and at above the crust it becomes 5.1 only, because 5.1 minus 0 is 5.1 itself. Then depth of collection of tank, whatever I have seen in the collection. So for 10 centimeters the collection timing is 13 seconds. Okay, so now the same repetition is to be done for second and third trial. So no need to show it, because we have to just regulate the valve for the slowest speed. You have to take down the same reading, and for the last one also it is the same. And finally getting all these values, so in this column you can see the volumetric discharge, theoretical discharge, and coefficient. It's very simple experiment. So volumetric discharge is nothing but directly given here, Q actual. That's nothing called as Q actual, you can see here. So Q actual is AB into H by T. What is AB then? So AB is what? AB is the dimension of the collecting tank. So this you can see here, this is A, and this is B. So length into breadth into depth of collection. So depth of collection, how much we have collected? It's 10 centimeter, right? So same thing we are doing here. A is 40, B is 24.5, depth of collection is 10, and finally divided by T, time of collection is 13. This is theoretical discharge, sorry, actual discharge. You get answer around about this much. So now the formula for theoretical discharge you can see here directly. Okay, where G is nothing but 9.81, theta is 60. For this, you can see this angle. This is theta. This angle is 60. Okay, so same is to be written here, 60 by 2 according to the formula, into H. What is H? H is nothing but this. For first trial H is this, sorry, this. For second trial H is this. For third trial it is this. Okay, so similarly you have to find out Q theoretical. You get answer around about this much. So finally CD becomes Q actual by Q theoretical. This 0.62. So 0.62 is for the first trial, 0.78 is for the second trial, and 0.067 is for the third trial. So the average of CD should be 0.6 to 0.7 something. Okay, so this is your coefficient of discharge. Thank you.